For more on Hunger Games and everything CELEBUZZ, subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/CELEBUZZ. Hi guys, welcome back to 100 Days of Hunger Games on CELEBUZZ. I'm Taryn Ryder and I have a very special guest with me here today.
Hi, I'm Tiffany and I'm from Welcome to District 12 and Victor's Village.
Thanks for coming on our show. Okay, so what scene are you most looking forward to when the film finally hits theaters?
Well, I'm most looking forward to Cato and the wolf mutations and them on top of the cornucopia, but it's the final showdown, so.
The final battle.
Yes.
Okay, so one thing that I'm kind of hoping and curious about, do you think we'll get any Cato backstory? Because, you know, he just kind of shows up because the book's all from Katniss's view, honestly, and we don't know much about him. Do you think we'll get any of that?
I'm really hoping that we do, just because he's been kind of seen as like a villain in like the trailers, and like the main villain of the games.
Right.
So I feel like they're going to show us a little bit more about him, and I'm really excited to see that.
Yeah, I hope so. Probably one of my favorite parts of the book is when Katniss decides to use her last arrow on him.
Right. And
she sort of, you know, through a conversation with Peeta, realizes that Cato isn't the enemy; it's the capital.
Right.
So I'm just looking forward to, I think that'll be probably a beautiful scene.
Oh yes, I feel like it's going to be kind of devastating to watch, because if they're plugging him as like some sort of villain and then he ends up not being that way, I think it'll be a little bit more powerful.
I hope that they show a little bit of a human side of Cato.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, he's just a kid that was literally thrown in this arena.
Yeah, and he was kind of brought up to be, you know, to think this is a good thing. Like, you can't really fault him for that.
Absolutely. What do you think about his relationship with Clove? I mean, did you get the romantic vibe at all in the book?
Well, it kind of seems that way, but we don't even know if they, you know, saw what Katniss and Peeta were doing and were trying to like play it for them, or if it was truly genuine.
I feel like Gary Ross is gonna throw something in there that maybe we're not expecting.
Oh, I hope so.
Definitely. All right, so about that final scene, when he grabs Peeta, do we think it's going to be just like the book? You know, are we going to get that little X mark on the hand? What do you think?
Oh my gosh, I think that would be a great moment to show, and it'll have like great tension if they do that. I'm really hoping they do have that.
When he falls back and he's down there with Mutz, I wonder how long it's going to go on, because in the book it goes on for hours.
Right.
But, you know, there's the potential they might just probably make it 30 seconds. I wonder if they're going to have, you know, nightfall waiting up there. What do you think?
They could do, you know, like a montage-ish thing, or, you know, have nightfall, really quick passage of time, because obviously they can't show all that time passing.
Right.
But, I mean, they need to show that he's being tortured for a while.
Yeah, because it also shows Katniss's humanity, too.
Right.
So the Mutts. What do you think they're going to look like?
Oh gosh, that's one of the few things like I've been wanting to see but have been scared to see.
Me too. I know, because it really could go either way.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really hoping they have that kind of human element that Katniss talks about, that they're not just wolves.
Right.
They're, you know, the mutations.
My only concern, and I'm putting my trust, I think it'll be amazing, but with the human quality, it makes me nervous that if they go so CGI, it could just look completely fake.
Right.
So I wouldn't mind if they were just wolves, but I don't know, it would also take away from it. I'm sort of torn on that.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I trust Gary, because he seems to be kind of like practical, and, you know, not doing too much CGI.
Right.
So I'm really hoping that, you know, he knows where to draw the line with that.
Definitely. And also to make the sort of climax on top of the cornucopia meaningful to the audience, I feel like we're also going to need to see a little bit what Cato's up to in the arena, you know, while Katniss is hiding up in these trees. You
know, he's the leader of the careers, so I feel like you were going to see that kind of leadership come out of him, especially, you know, with Peeta being part of the careers in the beginning. Hopefully we'll see, you know, how he is as a person and as like a player in the games.
Right. So the actor playing Cato, Alexander Ludwig, have you been, looking at following any of his interviews or anything? What do you think of?
I really like the kind of look that they got for Cato.
Yeah.
He's very, big and intimidating, but he looks young. So
I know.
It's pretty genius in my opinion.
He's what I pictured, and I just can't wait to see him throwing those swords around.
Right.
And the interaction between him and Josh. We already know what we're getting with Cato and Katniss.
Right.
Hate each other. But I think that Josh Hutcherson will have the opportunity to play with his relationship a little bit more.
I don't know if it's the trailer or the TV spot, but the one where Peeta throws the weight at the spheres.
Yeah.
He's like, you can tell Cato's like looking at him and, kind of like sizing him up. That can help them show why they would take Peeta in and why Cato would, trust him to be a part of the careers.
That's a great point. I love that we've seen that. That's getting me really excited for the training scenes also.
Yeah, totally.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you
so much for having me.
Yes, no, it was so much fun. And everyone, I hope you're noticing her Mockingjay pin right there.
Yes.
Tell all of our viewers and readers where they can find you.
You can find me, I'm at Twiffity, that's TWIFFIDY at Twitter, and I write for victorsvillage.com and am a co-admin for welcometodistrict12.com.
Amazing. Thank you so much, and everyone be sure to come back tomorrow to CELEBUZZ for more of our 100 Days of Hunger Games. It's almost to the end. Thank you.